Welcome to the deep dive. We live in a world where, well, billions of goods move across continents every single day. Have you ever paused to wonder how that staggering volume actually navigates the globe without collapsing into utter chaos? Before the humble pallet, it was often a logistical nightmare. Today, we're uncovering the unsung hero that transformed that chaos into a surprisingly efficient symphony of global trade: palletization.
Yeah, it's amazing when you think about it. And for this deep dive, we're exploring an article that pulls back the curtain on this incredibly simple yet often overlooked practice. It's absolutely critical for operational efficiency, driving massive cost reductions, and ultimately meeting the relentless demands of today's consumers. So if you're at all curious about the unseen systems that make our world tick, this is where it gets really interesting.
Absolutely. We're going to unpack the core concepts and, frankly, the truly
Yeah.
surprising impacts of palletization, all based on the fantastic material we've got in front of us. Let's get into it. So when we talk about palletization, most people probably just picture, boxes on a wooden slab. But what else is going on there? What's the hidden magic that makes it so foundational? Our source defines it simply as the process of placing goods onto pallets for handling, storage, and transport.
No.
Sounds basic, right? But the implications are huge.
Oh, definitely. It's far more than just stacking items. What's truly transformative is how it takes disorganized and disparate cargo, basically, just a pile of individual boxes, and consolidates it. It turns it into a single manageable unit. That's the foundational shift. This is what enables faster, safer, and, well, far more systematic movement throughout the entire supply chain. I mean, just imagine the sheer impossibility of moving millions of loose packages instead of pre-grouped secure units. It's mind-boggling.
Right. And when you talk about that transformation, the most immediate and sort of tangible benefits that jump out are efficiency and cost reduction. The article we're looking at makes it abundantly clear. Properly palletized goods load and unload significantly faster than loose cargo. That dramatically cuts down on the time trucks or containers spend just waiting around at warehouses and transportation hubs. Dwell time, they call it.
And that direct saving in time translates straight into, well, tangible cost savings, especially when you look at labor and handling expenses. Think about it. You're minimizing the physical handling of individual goods. That inherently lowers the risk of damage. And avoiding damage isn't just about, preventing a broken item. It's about eliminating those costly repercussions like returns, replacements, and maybe most importantly, avoiding customer dissatisfaction. That can be far more expensive in the long run.
Yeah, that makes sense. For warehouse operators, this is just a clear win. Palletization lets them get quicker turnaround and higher throughput without necessarily needing to expand their labor forces or invest heavily in additional infrastructure. It's essentially, as the source puts it, maximizing productivity with minimal resource strain. That's pretty powerful for something so seemingly simple.
It really is, but that efficiency would unravel pretty quickly if every warehouse, spoke a different pallet language, wouldn't it? And that's where the standardization of pallets truly shines. This simple wooden or plastic platform becomes, in effect, a universal translator for goods worldwide. It ensures global compatibility and aligns operations across these vast international networks.
It's incredible, isn't it? How a common dimension can have such a profound impact. Our sources highlight key international standards, like the Euro pallet, that's the 1200 millimeter by 800 millimeter one, and the ISO pallet at 1200 millimeter by 1000 millimeter. These consistent sizes, they facilitate smooth transitions. That's the key phrase. They reduce the likelihood of delays caused by reconfiguration or incompatibility, especially when cargo is moved between different transport modes: trucks, ships, aircraft, particularly at those crucial transshipment points where goods switch hands.
Right. What's fascinating here is how a simple, standardized wooden or plastic platform becomes that universal translator for goods worldwide. This standardization is precisely what allows the global economy to function at the speed it does today. I mean, step back a bit. Imagine the logistical chaos if every country or even every major company used a unique pallet size. The entire system would just grind to a halt. Global trade as we know it would be impossible.
Yeah, good point. And while we often picture pallets on trucks or, stacked high-end shipping containers, let's bring the focus back to where palletization often begins: the warehouse floor itself. Because a well-organized pallet system dramatically improves inventory management, it optimizes space utilization and really streamlines those picking and packing processes.
Absolutely. The article details how organizing products on pallets with clear labeling and logical stacking helps warehouse staff locate and process goods far more efficiently. This isn't just about speed, though. It systematically reduces errors and delays. It just makes the entire operation smoother and much more reliable.
And there's that often overlooked benefit too, vertical space utilization.
Yeah.
Because pallets are designed to be stacked safely, warehouses can accommodate much more inventory without needing to expand their physical footprint, their floor area. Plus, and this is important, it significantly contributes to better safety standards. How? By reducing clutter and improving accessibility. That's huge in a busy warehouse environment where, let's face it, accidents can be really costly.
Definitely. And, as environmental concerns increasingly shape business strategies, it's worth noting that palletization also offers some significant sustainability advantages. It's not just about moving goods efficiently, it's about moving them responsibly, too.
That's a crucial point, actually. Our source gives some great examples here. Things like reusable and recyclable pallets, often made from plastic or metal. They directly reduce reliance on disposable packaging. And even traditional wooden pallets, when they're sourced responsibly, they support circular economy practices. Things like repair and repurposing give them a much longer life cycle than those single-use alternatives.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, palletized goods are inherently easier to consolidate and optimize for space during transportation. This isn't just about fitting more items onto a truck or into a container. It actually results in fewer overall trips and significantly lower fuel consumption, which in turn directly reduces carbon emissions. That's a growing priority for, well, pretty much every logistics company committed to greener operations.
It's fascinating how a concept as fundamental as palletization just keeps evolving. We're now seeing its deep integration with modern technology, like warehouse management systems or WMS, and a whole range of automated handling technologies. So how is technology taking this to the next level?
Well, this integration provides some incredible benefits for logistics professionals. It translates to real-time visibility into inventory, knowing exactly what you have and precisely where it is, instantly. It allows for optimized pallet configurations based on specific factors like weight and fragility. You can get really specific. And in high-volume operations, it supports robotic palletization, which is becoming more common. Ultimately, this means, as the source says, more precise control, fewer errors, and better alignment between warehousing and transport. It really creates a truly optimized flow from end to end.
And for businesses trying to navigate today's incredibly dynamic supply chains, this means, well, unprecedented flexibility, doesn't it? These automated systems offer the agility to adapt quickly to changes in demand or, new product types coming online, which is absolutely essential when markets can shift so rapidly.
True. Now, despite all these undeniable benefits, palletization isn't without its challenges. We have to acknowledge that. The article emphasizes the critical importance of selecting the right pallet type and size for the specific goods being shipped. That's step one. Then ensuring proper stacking techniques and maintaining consistent quality control. These are all really essential steps to prevent costly shipment failures.
It's true. The article details some common pitfalls that can undermine all that efficiency we've been talking about. Things like overloading pallets, that's a big one, or using incompatible materials for the goods being shipped, or simply ignoring proper weight distribution across the pallet. All of these can significantly compromise both safety and efficiency, and they lead straight back to those costly issues like damaged goods or, even worse, workplace injuries.
Exactly. So what does this all mean for logistics operations looking to optimize? How do you get it right? Well, the source provides some key best practices. First, training staff. Training them on correct pallet loading and securing methods is absolutely critical. Can't skimp on that. Second, using load protection tools, think shrink wrap, corner boards, anti-slip sheets. These help secure the cargo, especially during transit when things move around. Third, conducting regular audits to ensure pallet quality and consistency is, well, it's non-negotiable, really. You have to check them. And finally, always choosing pallet materials based on the specific requirements of the goods and the shipping methods you're using. It's not one size fits all.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it's crystal clear, isn't it? Effective palletization is far more than just a convenience. It's a fundamental strategic advantage for any company navigating today's complex global supply chains. It accelerates warehouse operations, it ensures smooth international transit, and it truly is a foundational pillar of modern logistics that honestly we often just take for granted.
It really is.
Yeah.
And thinking about this, it raises an important question perhaps for you to consider. What other seemingly small foundational practices are out there? Ones that are truly critical to the grand systems we rely on every single day? And how much more efficient and resilient could they become with just a closer, more intentional look? Something to think about.